Hey guys, so it's been a little while since I did an update on the real estate market in Niagara. So here's a little overview, a glimpse of just what the heck is happening out there in Niagara real estate right now. So what I found in 2023 is we've been just teeter-tottering a little bit between seller-weighted and buyer-weighted markets. However, it is quite a balanced market. So we're seeing a balanced real estate market out in Niagara right now, which we haven't really seen, for the past few years. So people are able to do the buying and selling thing with a little bit more time. There are on occasions still offer competitions out there, and there are on occasions listings that are just sitting there for longer days on market. And in terms of prices, in 2022, we saw things really dip down. We had all of those interest rate increases and the market just cooled right down and prices had to adjust accordingly. So we actually hit probably what was a bottom towards the end of the year last year. And then as we got into 2023, starting from January, prices started to slowly increase once again. So roughly about a 2 to 4% per month price increase in the Niagara region since the beginning of 2023. So what's been happening in the summer so far? You may have noticed that we've had another couple of interest rate increases. So the Bank of Canada increased their interest rate 2 times during this past couple of months. And so the current Bank of Canada rate is at 5% as of July 2023. The next rate announcement they're going to have is in September, but as of right now, that's where we stand. Has it had an effect on the market? Not in quite the same way that it did last year when those rate increases were coming pretty rapidly and people would just cool right off and stop buying. Currently, I think people have gotten used to the fact that there are increases and they're adjusting accordingly and trying to figure out a way to buy. So it's still a pretty healthy moving market. There are buyers out there, but we do get that sort of week or two of people figuring that rate change out and seeing how it affects them, and then they start to come back to market, and that's where we are at right now. And in terms of listings on market, we have a healthy number of listings on market, but not the big push of listings that we were necessarily expecting for this summer. So often this summer you just have a ton of listings come out, but there's also buyers out there, so a lot of rapid fire listing and buying. But this summer it hasn't been as heavy from what I found. A lot of realtors I know, though, including myself, have a lot of things in the pipeline, so people are planning to sell, but maybe a bit further on down the year. So I think what we might end up seeing is more of kind of like a late fall summer market. So, a lot more listings, a lot more things out there to buy as we head into the cooler season. So what does where the market is at mean for you? It is a balanced market. So if you're doing both the buy and the sell side of things, then it's not a bad market to participate in when you're doing that. If you already own a home and you have a mortgage though, pay attention to when your term rate is up and when you have to renew your mortgage coming up in the next year. Definitely talk to your bank, your financial advisor, your mortgage broker, and talk to them about options ahead of that coming term date. And you may want to wait until interest rates start getting cut. But remember, right now in Niagara, it is a pretty balanced market, pretty nice market to be a part of, especially if you're doing the buy and sell, versus those kinds of markets where we have really low interest rates and a lot of frenzied buying like we've seen before. So nothing is exactly perfect. Just make sure that you choose what makes sense for your own timeline. Long-term forecasting obviously is a little bit hard, but the Bank of Canada does expect that they may start to cut rates around 2024. As we've seen though, those things can change, but that is something to look towards. So again, if you have a mortgage to renew, if you're planning on doing real estate things in the near future, pay attention to that because the interest rates will affect how you decide to do that and your affordability levels. So that is my overview of what's happening currently in the Niagara real estate market as of July 2023. If you have any more questions or want any more info or down the road want a bit more of an update, you can always hit me up at naominightrealestate.com. Hope you enjoy your summer. This one's all about balance.